Guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I am taking it old school with the favourites video, which I haven't done in a little while. So hopefully I'm going to talk about some new products, some old products, but I'm also going to talk about books, clothes, entertainment, like that sort of thing. But let's get started with beauty. I actually don't have that much beauty to talk about, but I do have two skincare bits that I have really been enjoying. I will say that I haven't been using these for super long. I've probably been using both for about maybe only a week to 10 days, so really not that long, but really been enjoying both. We'll start with this one, which is the number 7 Future Renew Damage Reversal Serum. Now I have tried the Future Renew range, but this is a new product that has just come out and which I've really been enjoying. If you are looking for kind of slightly more affordable, I'm not going to say this is the most affordable product out there, but I do think whenever you're looking for anti-aging skincare, they always, I don't know if they need to charge a premium, but they do charge a premium for that. Always. I think it's very, very hard to find an affordable, more anti-aging skincare, but this is like relatively affordable, I would say, and number 7 does often have offers running. But this is a serum which targets visible signs of damage. Now I haven't been using this for long enough to really be able to tell you how it feels like long term and damage wise on my skin, but I have been really enjoying it. I find it's a really nice product to lightly hydrate my skin. Generally I do really like the Future Renew range. I have tried I think everything from it. There is a new sunscreen which I haven't tried yet, but I do have it. But everything I've tried I have really liked. I went for maybe about 6 weeks, but I tried the entire range altogether. That was out at the time and I really liked it. Also the sun has just come out, which is why the lighting has suddenly changed, but definitely one to keep an eye on, and also a range to definitely consider if you are looking for slightly more affordable anti-aging skincare. And kind of sticking with anti-aging, I have also been using the Apeer Lift Night Cream, which I spoke about in my last video. And this is a 1% retinol and a 1% AHA. So despite only using this for like 10, I think I've probably been using this 8 days, is that accurate? I think I've been using this for 8 days. It kind of feels silly that this is in here, but I have always been really reluctant to try any retinoid because it can make your skin very sensitive, and in the past I haven't had like the best experience with them. I think I've used this maybe 4 to 5 times in the last 8 days, so a lot, and I have had zero sensitivity with this and I've really been enjoying it. I think my skin looks a little bit more even. I don't think I can really tell any difference in terms of aging and in terms of fine lines, but definitely one to look out for if you are a little bit more sensitive to retinol but you do want to give a retinoid a go. But it is very active skincare, so you do want to be a little bit careful. But so far I'm really enjoying this and I'm really looking forward to using this throughout the next couple of months. I think this will probably be in my next empties, which is likely to be in June, but I'm enjoying this so much that I can't see myself not finishing this. Now onto hair care, and I feel like I have been trying a lot of new hair care bits. I've got a couple of highlights. The first one is the Charles Worthington Thicker and Fuller Densifying Mousse. I just feel like the last couple of months my hair's been looking really crap, and I feel like it was because I was using not a good mousse, and sometimes I was using instead a root lifting spray. I think if you have fine hair, like I really do have fine hair, I have a fair amount of it but it's very fine, I think a mousse is excellent. This one in particular I have really enjoyed. This has also got a heat protector in it, which is nice. I will say though that I have like a little bit left and it's not really coming out as a mousse consistency, which is very annoying, but I think maybe I left it in the sun and it wasn't that happy about that. I'm definitely going to repurchase this. I have tried other Charles Worthington mousses and I really liked them, but this one in particular, like I said, if you've got fine hair, I think is definitely worth trying, and again it's quite a reasonable price point. And then a product I've had for quite a while is the Hershesons Almost Everything Cream. This can be used as a primer, a shine booster, a frizz fighter, a texturizer, a tamer, a curl definer, a conditioner and a mask. And I do actually sometimes use it for other things. Sometimes if I have a slick back pony, I will kind of take a little bit on my hands and smooth that through. But what I've been using it for the most is I just take a little pea-sized amount. I've already got it in my hair, so I don't want to take too much. But I take maybe a little bit more than what I've got. I just kind of rub it through my hands and then I rub it through my hair once it's been curled. I really think it helps tame frizz and also define my curls a little bit. And I actually rediscovered this a few weeks ago because I was doing my friend's hair, and as a general rule I don't do anyone's hair, but I did do hers, and it was just a tiny bit frizzy at the end, and I took just a little bit of this through the ends, and it just really finished it off in my opinion. Sometimes I find that products like this can kind of reduce a curl because they're adding, I guess, slight moisture into the hair. This doesn't do that. Really would recommend this. It's a great product that you probably won't get through very quickly, and I have had this a while, but it's a great like staple to have, and especially if you just need like a little pea-size amount, but it just does so many different things. And then the last hair thing that I'm going to speak about is my hair tong. This is some sort of GHD curler. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll definitely link it down below. And I have been really enjoying this. For a while I was using the GHD wand, which has a tapered tip, which I didn't mind, but for this sort of curl, which I'm really enjoying at the moment, this has just worked out a little bit better, I think. I don't really curl the ends too much. I generally, if I can probably show you, this is off though, I could probably turn it on, but I don't know if I really want to. But I generally take like a little bit, and then I'll probably leave that much out of the end, just so that it's not like ringlets. I just kind of want like a bit of a wave. I just find that this has been doing it better than anything else. It's really easy. My curls last a long time, and then because I do have fine hair, like sometimes the next day it will be a bit straighter. What I can do is just kind of pick up a few bits and curl those, and that works well. But I think GHD curlers, straighteners, GHD generally is worth it. Like, you are paying a premium, but I'm a big fan, especially if it's going to be something that you're going to use a lot. I, for example, wouldn't invest in a GHD hair straightener. I do have one, but I don't ever use it. So if somehow that got lost, I wouldn't repurchase it. This, however, I definitely would. I really have been loving this. And then finally, I want to quickly talk about nails. Now, my nails are absolutely gross at the moment. I don't really know what happened to them. Generally, I would say I have like excellent nails, and that is just absolutely not the case at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but they're not good. And I'm also like really not enjoying going to get my nails done. So I've tried a few different things, and something I've had for a little while and didn't expect to fall in love with was the Miley Pro LED Convex Curing Lamp. Now this actually comes as part of a set, and I'm going to link that set down below, because the set comes with the Miley My Gel Colour Collection, which has a whole range of colours, a base coat, a top coat, and I have really been enjoying this. I've used it 3 times now, twice on my hands and once on my feet. It has been by far the best at-home nail kit I have used. The colour I have been going for is Kiss Kiss, which is a lovely red. I don't have it on my nails at the moment because I am going to get my nails done next week, so I just didn't really want to reapply. I've just got it on this little corner of my nail has it on, because I think it might be broken underneath, and so I just don't want to remove it there. I just want to let my nail grow out as much as possible so I can cut it, because it's broken like straight down my nail. It's not great, but this is just the most perfect red, I think. I have this on my toes. I hate painting my toenails, but this wasn't too bad. This lasts well, not as well as when I go into a salon. When I go to salon, I can probably get sometimes almost like an infinite amount of time apart from it growing out. My polish doesn't really peel off that much. With this it does, but I think that's because I'm not the best at applying it. I probably get about 10 days out of this, 10 days ish, then like one nail might come off. And what I done was I actually just like painted that one singular nail, or 2 if that's the case, and left that on for a couple more days. If you're terrible at painting your nails, doing your nails at home isn't the way forward, I don't think. But if you can like do your nails like quite well, this is great. Like I said, I have this on my toes. I haven't painted my toes in such a long time myself, but I enjoyed using this so much on my hands that I thought I'm just going to do my toes. It was really easy, it cured really quickly, it looks pretty smooth. Yeah, I would really recommend this if you are looking for an at-home gel kit. I am going to get my nails done next month, but I think probably throughout winter I'll come back to this. It's just that in summer, like, I've got a couple of holidays planned and weddings and those sort of things, so I kind of like getting my nails done. I think I could like almost do them as well at home as they look in salon. I'm kind of limited on colours because I have this little box of colours, so I can't really do nail art, and I hate shaping my nails and doing the cuticles. But other than that, like the actual product, this is Honestly, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it that much. I just think it was excellent. It was exactly what I needed this last month. Then on to style, and I was going to say I have 4 things, but then I remembered I really love this shirt. If you guys don't have a striped shirt, a really oversized striped shirt, I would highly recommend buying one. This one is from Sainsbury's. I think it cost me £16. That is a guess, but it was about that. And it is like naturally an oversized shirt, but I sized up to an 18. Typically I wear a size 12. I would say I sized up 3 sizes, and I think this is perfect. I have been wearing it loads. I can wear it like super casually with leggings like what I'm doing today, or dress it up with a slightly smarter pair of trousers. I think the oversizedness of it is what makes it that little bit cooler. I think had this been like a tight shirt like this, then I wouldn't be wearing it, but oversized, I just think it's really easy and really comfy. Okay, on from my shirt, I have been wearing my Ravel loafers a lot. I have bought quite a few new shoes recently. I have these loafers which were sent to me. I have these M&S, what are these called, like Mary Janes, and these H&M Mary Janes. Clearly I haven't worn the H&M ones, and annoyingly I just feel like shoe sizes have decided to join clothes sizes in being really inconsistent. These are 5.5 and they're big for me. These are a 6 and I would say they're probably just about fine. They're probably ever so slightly small for me, but I think they'll kind of stretch and give. And then these loafers are a 7 and they probably are slightly big for me. I tried them in a 6 and that was just never ever going to work. But out of the 3 pairs, which I feel like are somewhat similar, these loafers have been by far what I've been wearing the most. They are super comfy. I can wear them all day. They go with most things. As much as I like these Mary Janes, I find that you can't see their soles, so they're quite like light. I do like that when you're wearing these loafers you can see the black sole, which I feel like sometimes helps an outfit look a little bit more grounded. They're a little bit more expensive. I think they're about the £70 mark. They're not like too narrow, which I find is often the case with loafers and Mary Janes. These have been great and have definitely been my most worn shoe recently. Last week I pretty much wore this or trainers every time I went out, and I only wore trainers if I was like going to be like going for a walk. But with these I even love that you don't have to do them up. I just slide them on. They're really easy and I'd highly recommend. And since apparently it's spring, honestly today it does not feel like spring. I think my heating is on. I have really been like my 2 trenches. Both of these are from Blue Vanilla. I have both in a size 14 just because I felt like they were a little bit slightly oversized, and I really have been wearing both a lot. Of course you can just go for one. I think beige is good, the black is good. You could probably even be like brave and get a red one and that'd be great too. There was one on eBay I was very tempted by that was red, but I think it would have been too big for me, so I didn't get it. Both of these trench coats, just love. Annoyingly, the black one, someone spilled. I was out, I never go out, but I was out on a hen do and someone spilled like 4 coffee tequilas on my coat, and it does say wipe dry. You can't tell that it's dirty. It's not stained really, but I do feel like it smells like coffee alcohol, which it's just not really the vibe that I'm going for when I'm out and about. But would really highly recommend a trench. For ages I didn't think I needed a trench, but since I've gotten them I have worn them so much. They are 9 times out of 10 the coat I've been going for, but it is just a tiny bit too cold for them, I would say, here in the UK at the moment. How I have been kind of combating that is by just flinging a little cashmere red cardigan over my shoulder. So sometimes I'll wear this, a trench, and then I'll just throw a little red cardi over my shoulder. And if I have red nails, I like how that ties in. I don't at the moment. And I think this red cardigan in particular, it doesn't quite fit me. It's a bit small. It's vintage and it's cashmere. And so I just feel like over the years it's shrunk slightly. Not tons, like I can definitely fit into it. But it's just not really quite as oversized as I'd like it. But over the shoulders, I just think it's perfect. I love that it adds a little pop of red. And it genuinely adds that little bit of extra warmth. I think this is like the spring scarf. You know when you're like going out and you've got your coat on, but it's probably not quite cold enough for your bigger coat, but you just need something extra and you throw on a scarf. This is that. I have my trench on. I don't want to wear my winter coat, but equally I don't want to wear a scarf. So I can just throw this over my shoulder and it just kind of protects your back a little bit, your shoulders, and you're just that little bit warmer, and it adds a little bit of interest. So I genuinely have been loving this cardigan. I do want to get one that kind of fits as well, because when I go on holiday I always like to take some sort of like cardigan in case it does get a little bit chilly, and I think a red one like this would be perfect. So that's all I've kind of got to talk about in terms of style. In terms of books, I have been reading a little bit. I'm going to link my Goodreads down below, but at this moment in time I have one book recommendation, and that is Talking at Night by Claire Daverley. I just loved this. This kind of has one day energy in that we meet a boy and a girl in college, and we kind of meet them at other parts of their life. Maybe just 2 parts, I can't remember. I would say this is a romance, but it's not like, it's not chick lit, it's not Colleen Hoover. I have nothing against Colleen Hoover, but at the moment I'm just finding her books a little bit samey, and this I just think was so incredibly beautifully written. I have recommended it to lots of my friends, and I truly think that they will love reading it. And also I cried like 3 times, so I do feel like I was genuinely invested. I didn't want it to end. I really loved it. I think this is her debut novel. I'm not sure, but I think so. But I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for whatever else Claire Daverley writes, because this was just beautiful. And then I'm not recommending this because I haven't read enough of it, but I'm currently reading Notes on Heartbreak, which I am enjoying, but I'm only 40 pages in. Just to round up, I'm going to quickly talk about TV and podcasts. TV, we have just finished, we're just about to finish Shameless. I think we have like 4 episodes left. We watched it from the very beginning. I can't remember how many months ago we started, but it was excellent. One of my cousins has been telling me to watch it for years and years. She said she's watched it 3 times. And if you are looking for something a little bit longer to watch, I would highly recommend Shameless. It was excellent, and it is on Netflix. But I love linear TV. I love when I can have a bit of a schedule as to what I watch every evening. And at the moment there's 2 things on my, well, 3 things that I tune into in the evening. On Wednesdays I watch Race Across the World. I feel like not that many people talk about Race Across the World, so you may have missed it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe everyone talks about it, but it is excellent. Essentially it's a competition where people have to race across the world without their phones and without bank cards and limited cash. This season is in Asia, but in the past they've done it in Europe, in Canada, in America, different parts of the world. It's only on for an hour a week, and often it's quite wholesome. I love it. I really would recommend it if you are looking for something to watch. And then Taskmaster is back. I love Taskmaster. I feel like some of the older seasons were a little bit better than the more recent ones, but nonetheless I really enjoy it. And if you haven't given Taskmaster a go, I would really recommend it. Yes, it's silly, it's fun, it's an easy watch, and it's just very entertaining essentially. And then podcasts, I'm gonna get up my podcast app and kind of just talk you through what I have been listening to. But there are always a few podcasts that I listen to every single month and every single week, and I do not miss. That's things like Parenting Hell. I just think it's excellent. But more recently, The Rest Entertainment came out maybe at the end of last year, so I don't think I've spoken about it that much, but it's probably my favourite podcast, and that's with Richard Osmond and another host. Unfortunately I can't remember her name, but just in my opinion one of the best podcasts. Maybe not for everyone, but I really love it. I have been listening to Miss Me by Lily Allen and Makita Oliver, and I'm not saying it's groundbreaking, but it's enjoyable if you have listened to, if you've kind of finished your regular podcast and are looking for something extra to listen to. Oh, I listened to actually the Avril Lavigne podcast. You know, it's called What Happened to Avril by Joanne McNally, and that was surprisingly quite entertaining. Again, not groundbreaking or like life-changing, but entertaining, which is often what I'm after. And then probably my last recommendation would be maybe Fearless by Trini Woodall. That is a great podcast, as is, and this is nothing new, which is why I don't want to recommend it, but I've really been into How to Fail. I feel like in the past I thought it was going to be a boring podcast, but every time I listen to it, I love it. And actually that's one of those podcasts that sometimes there's an episode that is like, maybe not life-changing, but almost like it is just like heartwarming, and that is what I want from my podcast, as well as light entertainment sometimes. That is the end of this video, but I really hope you enjoyed taking it old school with me. Do let me know what you've been loving this month. What have you been reading? What have you been watching? Now that I finished Shameless, I'm after like something else to get into. Shameless like took up a lot of the year, so I have so I have a lot of time to kind of invest in something else, although I probably don't watch as much TV in summer. But let me know if you've tried any of the products that I mentioned, read any of the books, seen any of the programs, and do let me know if you'd like me to make this a more regular thing. Probably not monthly, but I could probably do one of these bi-monthly, and that would be quite enjoyable for me, but let me know if it would be enjoyable for you as well. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week Thursday. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what I'm filming next week Thursday, but it'll probably be another sit down video because I've missed doing these. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.